Gaffer, into the weekend now in this big game against Bradford City. What do you make of the opponent and what promises to be a good fixture?
Well, I've watched quite a lot of their games. When we played Salford, they played Salford previous. I was really impressed with them. Good footballing team. Get a ball on the floor, press the life out of Salford that day. So I think in the first 15 games, he was probably one of the best teams in the league. And they've had a bit of a blip recently, but in terms of stature of the club, probably the biggest club in the league with the size of the stadium and the attendances they get, and probably the best manager in the league as well.
I'm going to say when Mark Hughes obviously went in there as a bit of a surprise, but he certainly made an impact in a Bradford team that probably haven't achieved what they wanted to in the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak highly of Mark Hughes. I was a Man United fan growing up. Unbelievable footballer. The kids now won't realise how good he was. But a lot of my early memories was watching Mark Hughes and Brian Robson in a poor United team. Maybe there's two standout players. You know, and a lot of my memories, first ever game I can remember was the 85 Cup final against Everton. Mark Hughes dropped in, little turn outside of the right foot, passed to Norman Whiteside. He cut in and scored the winner. So unbelievable footballer, the way he volleyed the ball. So, and then his managerial career speaks for itself. It was very surprising when Bradford was, managed to pull him off.
It's going to be just over 2 weeks, or pretty much 2 weeks to the day since our last game. Before the break, we were saying we didn't really want that kind of break, but how's it been used to our advantage?
It's been difficult because obviously for the first 5 or 6 days I wasn't in. I was obviously didn't see the lads. So in terms of a mental break, it can be good because obviously you get into the routine of Saturday, Tuesday, and seeing the same faces every single day. And mentally, it can be really good just to a change of scenery. But training was really good at the start of the week, and I just sensed in the last 2 days that we need a game now because players are at that stage where they start having that little dip. So we need a game. We need to start positive, aggressive on the front foot, and it's a big game for us. I think it's a bigger game for them. I think we don't want to lose the game. If you offer us the same distance between us and Bradford at the end of the game on Saturday, we'll probably take it. We want to win it, but I think they have to win it more than us. So again, big crowd, going to be a really good game against a direct opponent who I can see being right up there at the end of the season.
This comes on the back of an impressive win at Stockport. What can we take out of that performance into this one?
It's the first time that we've come from behind this season. I thought in the first half it's probably the poorest we've played all year. Take away the first half an hour against Mansfield at home. But then that character, that dogged determination to get through a sticky point, pull it back to 1-1. And the last 20-25 minutes, we're the dominant team against a Stockport team that are right in good form. So I think the character, when you play 46 league games, you need, if you want to be where we want to get to, then you're probably going to need 8 or 9 games where you're not at your best, but your character, your determination get you through it. So I think that was one of them.
No clean sheet in the last game, but defensive performance I think overall was very good and digging in very deep into...
Against Stockport, no, it's really poor. First half poor, distance is too big, didn't switch off, the ball went out of play. We didn't react quick enough, we didn't work hard enough when the ball went dead, and Stockport could have been 2 or 3 up. So don't know who told you to ask that question. Have you made that one up?
No, I was going to say towards the end of the game, the back's against the wall. Yeah. I think that's probably what pleases you.
Well, obviously then you've got something to hold on to, so you run an extra 5 yards, your concentration level's a little bit more, and obviously we changed to a 5 just because you have to look at Stockport's 2 strikers, and they're up there. They pay big money to Stockport, and they've got Madden and Mutton who are two of the very best strikers at this level. So we need that little bit of extra protection, and I also think that 2 strikers helped us set our press off a little bit easier. So yeah, sorry, I misheard your question.
In terms of your squad then for the weekend, Craig Clay should be back from suspension.
Yeah, Craig's back from suspension. Rob Hunt is still the only one who won't make the squad. Tomo's back fit. We need to get a game in. We had a friendly at Millwall in midweek for the lads that needed a game, but Tomo probably won't make the squad, and then probably going into Sutton we will have everybody at the club fit.
In terms of Rob Hunt then, I don't know if there's an update there, and what did you make of Tom James playing in his role?
Well, the reason why we picked, because Sweens has done nothing wrong. Sweens has done really, really well when he's played, but sometimes when you play against wing backs, your 3 players are our full backs. So we know that Tom James The way he can rotate with a midfield player, the way that he can rotate with wingers, is really, really good. He's probably one of our best players in terms of comfortability in possession. So I think Tom can play in a number of positions. Obviously, his first choice is right back. We've asked him to play centre midfield the first 2 or 3 games, and obviously he's done a job at left back. So we're quite comfortable wherever Tom plays.
Just finally, we spoke a lot about the kind of the depth of the squad and how sometimes it's difficult for players not getting games. But going into this kind of busy festive period, I can imagine you're going to be relying on that squad.
Well, that's a message to the players. If you're training properly, you're getting the squad. As soon as the players that are starting every single week slacken, then they'll come out of the team, because we have got players that train well every day and deserve to play. We've got a week now till Sutton and then a 10-day break, but then it really comes thick and fast. So, listen, I've got no doubt that in my mind that this group are on it, whether it be if you start or whether you're not in the starting 11. So they're all pushing each other, and obviously it's a really good atmosphere in training.